Hi Taurus, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your November 2017 tarot reading with a little bit of astrology and some oracle, an additional oracle if necessary. So you are a fixed sign, meaning that you are very staid. When you made a decision, you're pretty much stuck to it. You're an earth sign, and your ruling planet is Venus. And that's someone who really enjoys the fine things in life, good food, good sex, nice things in your home, just enjoying, the physicality of life, the earthiness of life, very earthy sign. Um, and what else can I tell you? Oh, Venus. So your ruling planet Venus is currently in Libra at the beginning of the month, but then within a week moves in, a little bit over a week, it moves into Scorpio. And there's a lot of activity in Scorpio. So again, your ruling planet Venus is she's the archetypal female, regardless of gender conforming. It's just the feminine energy. She's archetypal female. She is romantic. She loves beauty. She loves the arts. She loves relating to people. She loves love. So in Scorpio, which is the 8th house, sex and death, she brings an intensity and just adds more to that sensuality, that sexuality. So you might feel amorous, more amorous, or maybe just more horny this coming month. What else can I tell you? Also in Scorpio is Jupiter. Jupiter is a very illuminating, expansive energy. And has just recently moved into Scorpio. And again, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and it's the shadow world, the 8th house, again, sex and death. So really important stuff that motivates us, but is often not looked at. And it's kind of the hidden realm as well. So when Jupiter brings its kind of expansive, illuminating energy, a lot of things will be unearthed. Things perhaps we didn't know about and perhaps we don't appreciate. And you can see this kind of played out in social media. On the world stage, things are just coming out all the time about institutions, about the way we act that aren't cool. Okay. North Node is still in Leo, so our collective growth, our collective soul's growth is looking to obtain or take on those high octave traits of Leo. That would be self-expression, agape love, creativity, things like that. What else we got? Mercury is in Scorpio for the first portion of the month and then pretty quickly moves into Sagittarius. Saturn's in Sagittarius. Mars is in Libra. Neptune has been retrograde for some time in the constellation of Pisces, but will be going direct on the 21st. Chiron is in retrograde in Pisces still. That's the wounded healer. So it's us kind of revisiting old feelings, old hurts, old wounds to heal ourselves. That's also part of the 8th house, and that's also part of the shadow world, things that motivate us, things that hurt ages ago, cause us to act and feel and think in ways that we do now. And I think that's it. Now, there are 2 lunations of import. One's already passed. That was the full moon in your constellation. Full moon in Taurus was on the 4th of November, a Sunday. The next lunation is the new moon in Scorpio on the 18th. And that is the 4th quarter of Scorpio at 6:42 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday, the 18th of November. I think that's all I have to tell you in terms of astrology. So let's get into your reading. I'm going to be using the Morgan Greer deck, which is a Rider-Waite-Smith deck. It's just very colorful and graphic. It's one of my favorite decks. And I've got several types of oracles to choose from to clarify if needed, but we're going to do a 3-card pull for you, Taurus. This will be based upon the supernal triangle, or the top 3 sephira, or top 3 placements of the Tree of Life. So if you follow the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, this would be Keter, Chokmah, and Binah. If you follow the Kemetic Tree of Life, this would be Amenasur, Tehuti, and Sekert. Jungian theory would be superconscious, conscious, and subconscious, and I'll use that analogy. So let's get going for you, Taurus. Fixed sign, earth sign, ruled by Venus. What's going on for you, Taurus, for November 2017? Earthy Taurus, sexy Taurus. What's going on for Taurus? Fixed and earthy, November 2017. Oh, I like that. One more. Holy Hecate, cosmic soul, titaness, creatrix, God. What does Taurus need to know for November 2017? Ruled by Venus. Venus going into Scorpio during Scorpio season. Earth, fixed. About value, ruler of the second house. Value, things, finer things. Sensuality, the earthly existence, what it is to be human. What does Taurus need to know for November 2017? Thank you. Super conscious. Got 3 cards here. 6 of Wands. Can you see that? 6 of Wands in reverse. Not moving on from something. The Strength card. And the conscious mind. And the 3 of Wands in reverse. In the subconscious mind. So, the 6 of Swords, excuse me, is the woman and the child in the boat being ferried across by I guess a ferry boat person, ferry boat driver. And they've got 6 wands. This is in the Thoth deck called Science. And what this is taking things you've learned, good or bad, and using them to evolve. You're not doing that. There is something in your life that you're refusing, and with fixed signs, not just yourself, but other fixed signs, there can be a tendency of a stubborn streak. And there seems to be what Spirit is telling you, the highest good super conscious is telling your highest self, that you seem to be refusing to move on and to take those things you've learned and apply them. Let's see. The Strength card in the conscious mind, this is the Leonian card, but it's a major arcana card, so I tend to feel that it has to do with your karmic growth. I have a feeling that it is you, although fully capable of it, taking everything on yourself and refusing to share the load. And you know you're capable, you're fully capable of it, but you're not delegating or sharing your load with someone. If this is something that's personal, like family or friends, emotions, romance, you're not sharing your hurts or your feelings with those that care about you, with your partner. If this is a work situation, you're not sharing the workload. If it's a academic situation, you're not sharing, again, the workload. And then in the subconscious mind, and this is probably related to the 2, with the refusal to move forward with what you've learned, and the feeling that you can kind of stubbornly holding your own, I can do it all, I can handle everything. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse. So this is someone waiting for their ships to come in. See in the upright, he's looking out over the harbor, that it's in reverse. So the longer that you refuse to look at what you've learned and apply it, and the longer that you refuse to accept help or seek help, the longer you're going to be withheld from the things that you want. There's something that you want. You're looking for a return on some investment here, whether it's a love investment or a creative investment or a financial investment or career investment. And you want this, but you're not going to get it. You're going to continue to be waiting for it because you're not seeking help. That's the message that you're getting, and it's very clear, Taurus. If it's not all Taurus, it's 1 or 2 Taurus. This is very clear. So if I could bring advice, and hopefully you know what I'm talking about, take the hurts or the pains or the lessons that you've learned, and don't just let them be there, but actually apply them and use them. That's what science is, and that's the Six of Swords in the Thoth deck. Sometimes I like the Thoth deck the best because it really gets down to the nitty-gritty of what these symbols mean. There's no it could be this or it could be that. This is something that you've experienced either emotionally or physically or intellectually, that you've experienced it and you're just letting it sit there. Whereas you need to take that information and apply it so you can see the return on your investment and start delegating the work, start sharing your load, start sharing your problems. Again, I'm not sure if this is romantic, spiritual, academic, career-wise, financial, but it's about energy. You're not sharing the work or the processing of the energy. You're not looking at old energetic experiences and using them to make a new situation. Therefore, you will continue to wait for your investment's return. I hope that helped. That's pretty clear, though. If you have any questions on it, if it does resonate with you, if you haven't, and then there's a general reading, so it would be impossible to resonate with everyone, but if this does resonate with you, and this is you we're talking about here, if you have questions on what I'm getting at here, feel free to leave them in the question box or the comments box below the video. I'll re-watch the video so I can remember what was read and clarify anything that I can. If you would like something a lot more clear or a lot more personal to your situation, feel free to email me at memes@hotmail.com. You'll find that email address in the description box below the video. Otherwise, I will see you for the lunation for the new moon in Scorpio on the 18th, and I'll see you next month for the December readings. You enjoy the rest of your November. Take care, Taurus.